Secretary, what do you make of this? This is from the Wall Street Journal, but what do you make of it?
I think it's really concerning, Neil, because when you think about how you should support your ally, you don't have to think any further than 1940, when Roosevelt, before the Lend-Lease Act was passed in 41, gave 50 destroyers to Churchill in exchange for long leases in the Caribbean and Newfoundland. And then Lend-Lease was passed the next year, and we provided over $50 billion then, or $800 billion in aid in today's dollars. And it wasn't contingent on using this weapon or that weapon. And so if this story is true, and they're conditioning these things to our closest ally, who is going way above and beyond what the Geneva Conventions requires to prosecute this war against Hamas, it's very disturbing.
Well, a number of Republican senators have written the White House on this. They're concerned about this because this is something Congress would decide, not the president. Is that true?
Well, I think that's a fine line. I understand why they're saying that, but we have one commander-in-chief, not 535. So the president gets monies provided by Congress, and then he decides how to prosecute a war or defend an ally. But if the funding had provisions that the aid will flow, it's a tough call from a constitutional perspective. But it is a pragmatic matter. Here, this year is the 75th anniversary of the Geneva Conventions. This ally of ours in the Middle East goes well above and beyond what the Geneva Conventions requires to prosecute prior actions against Hezbollah and Hamas, and in this time. So it's disturbing.
All right, we'll follow it closely. I apologize for the truncated time. Charles Stimson, former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense. Thank you, Charles.